Reserve time.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to this broadcast here by Breaky CPK. That's right, I'm Breaky CPK, going to be your host here, and looking forward to an ESL Major League European Division Season 1 Division 1 matchup here. So obviously, looking forward to a great matchup here. This is what I can consider one of my first official broadcasts here in the Dota 2 scene. So I'm really excited to be doing this, and hopefully you guys are excited to be tuning in for it. This one is a little bit special for me as well, because lo and behold, I get the chance to cast a former Han team of sorts with, I believe their whole roster actually, technically former Han players, that I'm really excited for. Obviously, plenty of them I really do know well, and can't wait to see how they perform. That being Evil Corporation, not only players that I know, but of course a team name I know. So excited for this. You got their full roster here real quickly. We got Wang Wang at the top there. I believe that's Cheoli. The one in that second spot there with all the Chinese letters, that is Own Me, I'm being told. You have Nox, Book, and Tolera, actually, who's a former Han player apparently himself as well. So looking forward to this. They've been kind of grinding a little bit in the Dota 2 scene and having some success apparently with this ESL tournament that is going on. So they're going up against a team called Camping Your Ancient. Camping Your Ancient with the roster of Art Attack, Chevalier, Pos 4 only, position 4 only, I assume that means, Cornichon, and Yoku Eliu. AKA players I am not too familiar with whatsoever. So, I'm going to do my best not to make this a biased cast. Obviously, again, I've already made the point. Evil Corporation has a lot in my heart, in a sense, as far as me knowing these players and everything. But I want to keep this fair. Being an official broadcast of sorts, I will do my best. So, again, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this ESL tournament here. I know it was a long title, the ESL Dota 2 Major League European Division Season 1 Division 1. But I guess this is kind of a new thing going on for ESL. Not necessarily amateur teams signing up for it, but, teams that are looking for more tournament experience that aren't at that top echelon necessarily, such as these right here. So, looking forward to seeing how it plays out. Anyways, here we go with the draft. As we can see, it's already taken place. The initial bans by either side. We have Drow and Wisp taken out by the Dire over here in Evil Corporation. Pretty typical bans. Morphling and Faceless Void taken out by Camping Your Ancient. Not maybe necessarily as typical as the Drow and the Wisp, but perhaps it is a lot to do with the idea that Evil Corporation is comfortable with said heroes of the Morphling and the Faceless Void. I do not have too much history in terms of watching either one of these teams, at least in Dota 2 here, so I can't say for certain. However, we do have some picks out of the way. We had the Shadow Demon first pick, I believe it was. Coddle and Clockwork coming out on the side of Camping Your Ancient, and now OD picked up by Evil Corp. So I gotta say, OD so far already a very, very strong composition of heroes. These are two heroes that we see banned quite a bit. Again, I got the chance to actually cover a bit of the MDL event that happened recently. So to kind of start getting an idea as far as where the meta's at right now with a lot of these competitive teams, and it seems like Shadow Team and OD are on top of that list. So I think Evil Corporation pretty satisfied with these picks. Something that goes well with the Shadow Demon, there's a couple of ideas. Either the Kunkka, the Mirana idea, the Disruption sets up those abilities from the Torrent to the Arrow very, very well. On top of that, you also have the Illusion-based hero, something like an Anti-Mage or a Terrorblade, along those lines that can really take advantage of that. So I'm really interested to see where Evil Corporation goes in this. We do see the Kunkka ban coming out from CYA over here, so not too surprised to see that. They do ban the Luna as well, another one of those heroes that actually does have good synergy, of course, with the Shadow Demon based on the Illusion. So it looks like they are responding to that Shadow Demon a little bit, as Razor and Husker are actually taken out on the side of Evil Corporation. With that Husker ban, there is Oracle still on the board here, so I wouldn't be surprised if either of teams even perhaps look to go in that direction. The Oracle considered, again, one of these stronger supports right now on the scene, but we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. Obviously, both do have a support already. We are going to see a Silencer in the hands of CYA. Now, Silencer's an interesting hero. I feel like he's usually ran more as a support that we've seen lately, but I do recall a recent time where a recent match that happened. I can't exactly say what the match was, but we saw more of a mid-silencer, I believe. So Right now, I don't know what to expect. I mean, whether he matches up good against the OD or not, I assume actually he can match up pretty well perhaps in that mid-roll. I mean, right now you got Clockwork most likely in the offlane, of course. So perhaps that's a direction that CYA could be looking to go, or maybe they just want it for that support role of the AoE silence, obviously the global silence even, and the harassment that he brings to the table. So we'll see what direction they decide to go with that silencer pick. Abaddon picked up now by CYA. So very interesting combo now coming out here. So the Abaddon really kind of throws it off a little bit too, because where's that Abaddon now going to end up? I mean, but that also means maybe that silencer is going to be more of that mid silencer, perhaps even a one silencer. I don't even know, is that actually a thing, a one silencer? I guess that could be potentially possible. His W, the Glaives of Wisdom do allow for some pretty intense damage if he gets the Great Farm for it, but are you really going to be relying on that? Lifestealer, by the way, coming out for Evil Corporation with the Slardar on top of that. So they got the nice combo right there, the Lifestealer bomb inside the Slardar. Can easily help set up some very aggressive ganks and some initiations. So liking the comp of Evil Corporation a little bit more. Again, I don't want to say that because I'm a little bit biased here, but it feels like that Evil Corp's lineup has a little bit more overall synergy together right now. Camping your Ancients, I'm a little still curious as far as what the overall idea is with them. I mean, their team fight is not necessarily the strongest just yet. They do have some okay gank presence with the Clockwork. I guess the Coddle with the recall ability, but not necessarily. I don't know. It feels a little all over the place if you get my drift here. So, you know, and I was actually thinking something along the lines of perhaps AA coming out for a final pick for Evil Corp, being that they got some heal-heavy heroes, something like the Coddle and, of course, Abaddon on top of that. But they go Dazzle instead for themselves. He does fit well with that weave, the minus armor synergy with the Slaughter. Obviously, a lot of presence there. So they're going to go the Storm Spirit final pick. So, okay, so we are going to be seeing a Silencer 1 in the end. I am being told, okay, so apparently I guess the Silencer 1 isn't necessarily out of the question. I like the guy playing it, position 4 only, the one playing it. So, oh, my apologies. That's a good point. I'm going to have to turn on a delay. I totally forgot about that. See, I'm new to this official broadcast thing, so I'm going to have to restart the stream here real quickly, guys. I do apologize for that. I'm going to put on about a 2-minute delay here, and I will be right back, though. So, guys, stay tuned. I'll be right back.